is live from, and JL Media today is down at Lena's Sugar Shack. We're sitting with the man himself, Tony.
How's it
brother.
going?
You know, I say Tony because I don't know your last name, brother.
Oh, it's Wilson.
It is Wilson. How long have you owned the shack?
A little over a year and a half.
A year and a half. Any regrets buying the thing?
No.
I mean,
Well,
because I think it was about a year and a half the first time I came down here.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
No, I've been coming here for years, but got the offer to buy it and thought, why not?
So you knew what you were getting into?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Well, sort of. I didn't know the back end, but I sure know it now.
There's always a back end in there.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about the shack, brother.
Well, it's a place where in the riding season it gets pretty packed. We've got our bike nights are traditionally every Thursday. We give away free burgers and always have live music. This year I changed it up a little bit, and after lots of requests, went ahead and put it on Saturday also.
Right.
Only next year I think I'm going to back off a couple in July because everybody loves July vacation.
Yes, they do.
But,
so it gets kind of slow?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But a lot of people love it because they say they can't stay as late on Thursday or they got to work the next day, and nobody else does a bike night on Saturday. So
I don't know anybody who does. You're exactly right.
I've had pretty good success with it overall, though.
Yeah. What's the best thing about the shack for you right now? Because you used to come here and drink.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't drink on bike nights, I can tell you that. Somebody's got to stay in check.
Well, we've got a good crowd out here already. KIST, a tribute to KIST, is performing tonight. I'm excited. Miss Mandy?
I am pumped.
You know I've got Mandy with me on the live show.
Of course. You
Well,
know I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Well, I
It's
say
gonna
that
be.
now, but October's coming up, and I just heard I'm gonna be without you.
I
And you know
know.
I'm gonna give you crap. You know this.
But you know what? I'm going to have you so set up when you get there. It's going to be great. Our team, who's here with us today, is going to be there to back you up.
Both of them?
All both of them.
Well, let's talk about both of them. Mr. Dan Stevens.
Hey, how we doing?
See, normally I go to ladies first, but, it's Dan. So
It's
you know.
Dan.
I mean, he is kind of a lady.
Sometimes, I guess.
Yes, he is. And the lovely Miss Heather Woods.
Hey,
Yeah, Lena Sugar Shack. This is where we're doing it.
it's awesome.
See, they know, Tony. They sit down with me. The PBR starts flowing, and we're doing it.
Oh, good. I mean, that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've met a lot of people that I used to shoot the crap with out here. Now I'm getting to know them a little bit better.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends on the day and the person.
So all the regulars that you used to drink with, how do you see them now? Do you see them any different?
No. Hell, I think they've seen other sides of me now. But, I've always had the gift of gab, never met a stranger, and still to this day haven't. But, but that's you got to be social when you have this kind of business anyway.
And we're going to apologize for the door opening and closing. We are inside the Sugar Shack, but they are getting ready outside. They're doing sound check, and the music is going. You've already got a crowd out there.
Oh, yeah, Cosmic is already playing, I do believe.
Oh, they are? Cosmic
Yeah.
Situation is already on the stage. Cosmic Situation is a past guest of Brother Beercast. You can check out their episode right there on brotherbeercast.com. Tony, tell me what we got going on here at the Shack, brother. Where are we? Let's begin.
We're
there.
at 5560 Brookville Road. That's just about maybe 3 to 4 miles west of 465 on US 52 or Brookville Road. It's right across from the old Navistar factory.
Get off on Brookville Road and head west.
That is correct.
It's really that simple. And
Yeah.
you are on the north side of the street.
Yep.
Super easy to find.
Yeah, right?
Drive right to it.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yes.
Your
And
North Side
direction
Street.
is right.
Tonight there are signs because we are parking at the Marine Center behind
Yes.
the Shack.
And
Unless you got a bike, then you can bring it right on
Oh, right on.
center stage.
Yeah, you can. I got a gate between their parking lot and my property. You just walk through the gate, through the grass, and you're on the Shack property.
Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, we're right here. Tell us what you got going on at the Shack. You're open 7 days a week, right?
Yeah. Oh, 365 a year.
My brother, talk to
You
me.
know, thank God they let us start selling beer on Christmas. Christmas is huge. No, we right now we're open 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. We serve breakfast on the weekends. We open up at 8 on Saturday, 10 on Sunday. I am, however, working on trying to put a deadline towards the 1st of October to start serving breakfast every day, and that is. I think that's something that a lot of people would like to see me do. And there's
Breakfast
a lot of traffic.
every day?
Every day.
Oh, my God, yes.
So-
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
hey, hey, I can't get enough cooks. So hey, if somebody's out there and needs a cooking job, come see me.
Yeah, people always talking about the trouble. There's no jobs in Indianapolis, and everybody I know is looking for help.
Oh, I'm looking for help at my other place too.
Oh, really? What is the other place? You got a couple of other places.
Oh, yeah, well, the Why Not Pizza Lounge is all in one. I've got a bar on one half, family dining in the other. Of course, the bar's starting to overtake the family dining, so man,
Congratulations.
making adjustments. But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I've owned that for 15 years out in New Palestine, and I've never had so much trouble getting help right now. So somebody out there needs some money. I mean, those drivers.
My old stomping grounds, where all my friends at.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you what, these drivers, they make pretty decent money with what I pay them in tips. You got to take the good with the bad. You got slow days, you got big days. I had a kid a few years ago come back after working for me, has a good job now, and he said, "Hey, I want to thank you." I said, "What?" He said, "Did you know when I worked for you, I was only paying them $5 an hour because they got those big tips." He goes, "I was averaging $18 to $21 an hour working for you."
That's awesome.
I said, "Get out of here." So
That is nice. You guys need to hear what he just said. Tips are big.
It's possible.
They do a decent job,
Did he say
especially.
Tips.
He has to enunciate.
Clarify.
Yes, yeah, but
And-
yeah, I mean it's.
I didn't think
I'm
we
getting
could
ready
say
to,
that.
Actually, no, yeah, but no, I'm getting ready to spruce that up, give it a better curb appeal, and getting ready to paint this place, because that's the thing, curb appeal. So
Well, we will get back to that in a minute, but a phenomenal bass player and an amazing front man just sat down with us. Gene Simmons is here. Dude, I ain't got your name. I hadn't friended you on Facebook yet.
They call me Matt Damon.
Dude, I see it. I didn't see it before.
Yeah.
Well, you're a guy, so I don't look that hard, but yeah, I didn't see it before. And Michael, the front man, Paul Stanley himself.
Johnny Lyles, how you doing, buddy?
Yes, we are back together once again. We knew it was going to
Absolutely.
happen, right?
I'm sorry?
We knew it was going to happen.
Absolutely, yes. You gave me that look. It was special.
Tell us about the band KIST and what we're doing here tonight at the Sugar Shack.
Well, we've been fortunate enough through Ron Herron, Star Promotions, that hooked us up with this young man here, Tony. And it's a cool deal because the band is based in Indy, so I live in Indy. And so we were able to work together on this to provide hopefully a great show. We had a really good time here on July 1st. It went really good. Tony here, just to throw him under the bus a little bit, give him a little razz. He's a great guy, and I like the guy a lot. But I could tell he was kind of new at the music thing because he said, "Hey, man, we just had our best night ever here, tonight." And usually, guys aren't cool enough to tell you that, because they're,
well, hey,
they're afraid they're going to raise the price next time, So it was very
Now
cool.
we know where we are, right?
well,
But anyway, he's got a great place here, and I like to help anybody who's trying to have live music and get people out to see a good show because it's not happening like it used to, So it kind of, I'm not sure if I can say this word, but is there any kind of parameters on that, by the way, Johnny?
This is Tony's show, and we can promote it however he wants to. If you want to drop the F-bomb, it's all up to him.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Shouldn't have told me
the
that.
only four-letter F word not allowed in here is that one with the two E's in it. I can't even say. I think there's an R in it too. But,
And speaking of throwing people under the bus, I've never known you to do it.
That's my boy right there. That's why he's in the band.
And the stuff has began already. All
Absolutely.
right. KIST is phenomenal. Okay, if you are a fan, who's not a fan of KIST? You guys are basically doing the best. You're KIST.
oh,
when
they're
you're out
awesome.
Well, I appreciate that.
there. The
That's very
stage show is
nice of you.
phenomenal. I have seen the show, so I'm not just marketing here. I have seen
We've
you
both
perform.
seen the show, and it
I-
was
Now,
amazing.
are you staying? Are you staying to see the show?
Yes,
tonight?
we're
Yeah.
gonna tear everything down, but I've got a handheld. I'm gonna walk around and still get
Yeah,
some
man, because
crowd stuff.
we get to do some stuff out here that we normally can't do in some of the venues.
Well,
we
you're
play, so
outside. Are
we'll
we
have some
talking pyro?
surprises and, well, we don't like to use that word a whole lot, but winky, winky.
The Shack is going to be wonderful tonight, right? You're based right here in Indianapolis.
Yes. Let me get to it's Matt Demon. Matt Demon.
Matt Demon,
Yeah, not Matt Demon.
Matt Demon.
Matt Demon.
you're based in Indianapolis, but I don't think a lot of people know that you are here.
Well, the
You're
band's,
like an attraction, like a Six Flags or something, and people just do not know you're here.
well, we don't have a lot of places that we can actually play, as far as, that'll, support the show as far as space, and then
Sure.
B, sometimes the price gets in the way too, because we do a lot of work to make the show as good as we can because,
Well, it's,
it's one of those
It's
things
an
we want-
awesome
we
show.
it's not just bringing the band in when they bring you
No,
in.
no.
It's a full
we would want
experience.
KISS to, think that we're doing them some kind of justice instead of being, four goons with,
Yeah.
clown makeup on.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. We got to get the word out there and let them know.
Oh no, that last show was awesome. I mean, they talked about it around here for weeks. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that were sorry they missed it, but to put credit where, you know, with Michael and Ron, they came to me 2 weeks before July 1st, and we threw that thing together in
About 10 days.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Okay.
you know, so we're hoping with a little exposure with this one. You know, we've been doing it for a couple months and then hit it real hard the last couple of weeks. That we've got overwhelming response. You know, but what do I say when I hire somebody? Hey, I'm not going to give you that much money. Proof's in the pudding. So we're going to have to wait till the pudding gets here and start flowing.
Oh, they bring the pudding. I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah,
tell
they
you that.
do.
They unload it with dollies and stuff. They bring the pudding. We already have our first question from the internet. What time do you guys go on tonight?
I think our plan's 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
And then after we get done rocking it, there's going to be a great fireworks display. Jake's Fireworks, located on East Washington Street in the old Chi-Chi's building.
oh
Yeah, right off of 465.
Oh,
Yep,
Chi-Chi's.
Yeah, he's a great guy. His name's Alan, and of course he gets actually to come to the show tonight. But we work with him a lot on some of the fireworks and stuff, so he gets to come here tonight. And he said he's partying down, so Alan might just get crazy, but he's a great guy. If you get a chance to meet him, he's just one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet, man. He's a cool dude.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him without a smile. He's just
Yeah,
one of
he's a
those
good
guys.
guy. He's helped us, and he's helped Tony, and of course we're all working together on this, and that's what's cool
Sure.
about it, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Did you guys already talk about what's the age limit out here for people?
Yeah, it's you got to be 21 to get on.
You gotta be
property.
21.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know I've had a lot of people ask, well, I've got some buddies or my
Can
kids.
they hang out in the parking lot over there next door?
Well, hey, if it's not on this property, they can go.
Right,
I mean,
right.
hell, they can go sit in the grass across the street at Navistar. But
that-
yeah, I mean,
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the only reason I do that, you know, I mean, like during the week, you know, a guy may bring his 18-year-old kid, sit out on the porch and eat lunch. You know, obviously he's not drinking, but
Right.
when you get a venue like this, and this is, you know, pretty much 99% 21 and over, it just opens up that door, and then
Right.
it creates more
Right.
headache
Well,
for
you
me.
gotta be
So,
careful, obviously.
so yeah, so we'll just, you know, that's why I just keep
Keep it
21
safe,
and
right?
over.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to clarify
Yeah.
because some people have asked, you know, if it was 18, but they can't
Right,
drink. or
right,
whatever else.
right. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
I wish
they're-
I.
They're asking me right now too. It's a very good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting stuff from online right now.
Oh yeah.
We have
Well, I mean,
listeners already.
if
the hell?
and you know, hindsight's 20/20. Maybe if I had thought about it before, I could have set up a little area. Hey, if you're under 21, you know, but
Maybe
I
a-
have to have somebody govern that too.
Maybe a
so.
good idea for Halloween show with KIST back out here for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Halloween's
a reason.
always
throwing
iffy.
it out
This-
there.
No, right. I mean, no, we've talked about that, but my biggest concern is the end of October is pretty iffy with the weather, and as you can tell, this is an outside event.
Right.
Oh, and it's a
Right.
beautiful day too, by the way.
And you know,
Thank
I mean,
goodness, yeah.
if it ends up being 80 degrees all the way through October, then old Tom's going to kick himself in the ass. But you know, I mean, I'm trying to build a
Play
little
it safe.
empire here. I'm trying to, you know, make things better. And
And you know, there's a reason God created babysitters. Get you a babysitter. Get on down here to the Sugar Shack. You've got time. The bands are starting now.
Christy, there's your shot. Get
I
a
was just thinking he
babysitter.
was
Christy,
talking
get
to
on down
Darren. I thought he was talking to Darren.
But
I'm trying to
Darren,
get him to get a
Darren and
babysitter
Christy
to come
both
out.
need to be here. So that's all I'm saying. They're part of the family too.
They are.
They need to be here. Kiss goes
They're
on
like
at
our
9.
roadies.
You know, but they never show up.
They're the worst roadies
Come
ever.
down here with
Exactly.
the PBR is already flowing. We're doing our thing, and you know, Sugar Shack is rocking right now. Right?
oh yeah, and like I said, we're hoping for, you know, those warm weathers through the winter too. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and what I'm trying to do here, and you know, Michael and Ron and all them have opened my eyes to things I've never, you know, thought of. I mean, all I've known is, you know, small local bands, but
Sure.
you know, this is an opportunity to get my foot in the right direction to make this place grow. Cause
Oh, yeah.
I've been promising everybody in the next 2 years this place will be known across the Midwest, and bikes will come on the weekend. Hey, there's something going on at the shack. You know, let's ride over. So
It's like kind of like a mini Sturgis, right?
yeah,
Right,
whatever.
right.
Well,
That'd
I
be
mean, that
cool.
is one of my plans. That little grassy area people are going to be walking through after they park their cars north of the shack. I'd like to put what they call a big old picnic shelter over the entire grass and put a mini pavilion out there. So,
There you go.
you know, even on bike nights if it rains, you know, drive the car. Or we're gonna
But
keep it
not
going.
just bikes. I mean, the
yeah,
last,
yeah. You don't need a bike to come here.
The last motorcycle I've ridden, I was like 19 back in South Georgia. I don't ride motorcycles.
Right. Oh,
But I am I'm friends with one of your bartenders, Jules, who is flipping amazing. I love her to death. She is an extreme optimist. and she inspires
yeah.
me
Yeah,
daily.
she's a great girl. Great girl.
She,
Oh, yeah.
she
Yeah.
posts
Big
something
time.
on Facebook every day that's inspiring.
She's
And,
great. I mean, yeah, I've got her bartending at both my places. But
do you?
Oh yeah,
Mike, you're
yeah.
not gonna believe this, brother. The very first time I came down to this biker bar, I came down here in khakis and pastels because I just don't give a damn. And the
So
the
you're,
bar was half full, and everybody accepted me. And well, they knew I would. Yeah, but yeah,
You're
this-
Johnny
it's a
Lyles. Who would
cool-
accept you?
It is a
They
cool
need to.
place.
They know
Great
to
hangout.
respect their elders.
Here we go. This
But
is
what's
how it
cool
starts,
is, you
Tony.
know-
This
Yeah,
is how
but-
it starts. The old joke's going to kick in now. He's gonna
Hey,
do
that's
that to
fine.
you.
That's fine.
But
But
people-
no, like I was saying, a lot of people, say, "Hey, I heard that's a great time, but I don't have a motorcycle." Well, I got the car lot next to the shack. Right now, the car lot sign's still up there. I got to work on that. But yeah, I mean, I tell people, you don't need a car or a bike to. No, take a bus. But you don't need a bike to, come here. You can park your car and join the festivities. And I'm starting to see more of that. I mean, like on a cooler night a couple weeks ago, there's probably about 60 bikes out there. It was a cooler night, but then you look next door, and the cars couldn't find a place to park.
Right.
So we had the people, but people, I didn't see very many bikes. Well, you should have come in. There was plenty of people.
Well, the big thing to stress too is that a lot of times people think that there's going to be a certain element, maybe at a so-called biker bar, and I want to make sure that everybody understands it's a cool place. I mean, we had a
That's
ton of people here
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time. and
we're-
That
everybody's
is
just
the
having
thing,
a good
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
there's no hassles.
Biker bar here,
so make
basically
sure that
means
people
that, hey,
understand that.
it's a place where motorcycle enthusiasts like to hang out.
Right. I mean, it's just a cool place, and that's nice. What Tony's
Well, the
what
term
Tony's
biker
doing.
doesn't make you a bad guy.
No.
I mean,
But that sometimes that perception is.
Oh,
out there.
absolutely, it's
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
And I don't
But-
want people to think that. And the food is, I tell you, people, I'm just saying right now, I've eaten here quite a few times, and Anthony back there and the rest of the people, man, they cook. It's awesome stuff, man.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
Anthony's not here anymore.
Anthony's not here anymore.
No.
All
we
right.
can't
But
hit a
we
live
have
show.
we have
Beep,
Chris.
beep.
We have Chris.
Yeah, he's
Chris is
Food's
awesome.
still wonderful.
He,
No, I mean-
he's awesome too.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I was here the other night, and
Yeah,
Anthony
no,
wasn't here,
Anthony,
so-
we
What,
just
what happened to Anthony? Was he fired?
no.
We're not going to talk about that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about
Yeah.
Anthony. I've only been here for lunch, and I love the food.
Yeah, no, but we cook it the same, and Chris is
Well,
phenomenal.
it's the
too.
same recipes, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and each cook brings their own
Right,
special
right.
stuff, and
Not sauce, though,
Before
right?
Anthony left, him and I were working on some stuff, but
Hey,
now
so-
Chris and I are immediately working on some stuff.
So getting back to the biker people,
Right.
I had some people come in here last time we was here, and they called me from down the street. They says, "There's a bunch of bikers there." I go, "Yeah, come on down," because they're not bikers,
Right,
I
right.
said, "But it'd be fine."
Yeah,
so
we,
they
didn't,
come
we
down.
didn't ride a bike here
Yeah.
either.
So they come down. I could tell they're a little nervous because they're out of their element a little
right,
bit.
right.
But by the end of the show, they come up to me and said, "That's the greatest bunch of people we ever partied with."
It's
Right,
a cool
right.
I
place.
said, "So yeah, you that's the
Well, I'll tell you, I've owned it for a year and a half, and I have not had a single problem. Everywhere you go, you have little arguments, but I've
Right.
never had, nobody's ever had to call the police, nothing. I mean,
Well, there's not punks here and stuff.
no.
No offense to punks,
It's,
of course.
no. I mean, there's a few.
You gotta love everybody.
There's a
kinda
few
like
young people, but this is most of the people come here. Are the working class people that between the ages of 30 and 60. I mean, well, maybe 40 and 60. But
I'm not there yet, Tony.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me neither.
I know what they all. I know what they all
know,
come
it's
in.
like,
They like
wait a
to
minute,
rock.
No, I
I'm not
appreciate
40.
Michael saying I was a young man. That's great. That's just appearance only.
Well, just compared to me,
Right. Yeah.
Wait, have you paid him for the night yet?
Not yet. Oh.
Hey, watch
Yeah.
it, Johnny. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about KISS, guys. How did it get started with you guys?
Well,
And I want to know about Gene Simmons over here because
yeah,
I
Mad
saw
Demon,
you.
get it right,
I saw
Johnny, come
you.
on.
I saw you backstage before the show.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are in your mode and everything, and don't want people back there. And
Right.
so I didn't try and push too hard, but I had to get back there for
But
the
they
video.
let us back there.
yeah,
They
just
did let us
guys.
back.
They let us back there.
But
We don't-
I saw you
we
on
don't let the
stage
guys
that
do it.
night. Dang. Okay, the whole show was phenomenal. I was watching KISS. Tell me how it got started with
You
you.
just got to be a huge KISS fan to do what we're doing, and you got to try and do them justice. I mean, what you don't want to look like is a bunch of trick or treaters up on
Yes,
the stage.
yeah.
So if we can't find the right people to do it, we me and him's talked about it. We just stopped doing it.
Right.
But we've been fortunate. We found the right people. So let's just go out and rock.
Well,
You
I'll
know?
tell you
Gotta
on
get through
a
that now.
fan base, when you guys played July 1st, and I was trying to promote that, first thing people said, are they going to have the makeup on? I said, oh, yeah. And they was like, oh, right on. So that does make a difference,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And people love that.
Oh, the personas are cool, obviously, so that's what works out, because the first time I ever saw KISS, I was wondering, what are these goons doing? You got to do this
Right.
get on stage. And then, I liked the music so much, I just decided, okay, I got to figure out what they're doing. And then, when you know what they did, it makes sense. But, but like he was saying, I mean, it's funny because he and I are actually, I'm Paul and he's Gene, so to speak, with quotation marks. And we're the same, like in the sense that we're the guys that kind of, keep the band perpetuating and all that sort of thing. So.
Yeah.
But we're just, nicer guys.
Why are you getting away from the microphone?
Yeah, I was going to say, get a little closer. You're fading
you
out.
know how to, you're a lead, you're a front man. You know how to talk in a microphone.
Well, but I smell something funny on this windscreen.
You know what? That was the second time today.
Yeah.
You know what?
It doesn't smell like
I cleaned them,
seafood.
and that's a problem, apparently.
We
Because
literally had a show earlier today.
No, somebody's done
said the
something
same
with
thing.
this windscreen.
No,
Yeah, it's probably just that one.
Alrighty. Well, I didn't want to slobber it up for the
well,
next person. But thank you very much.
Don't kiss it or anything. Just kiss it. You see what I did there?
Yeah, that's
I didn't
funny.
even try that.
No, don't kiss.
Yeah. Gong.
It's
Now, whatever it is, it's probably going to make your lips pucker a little more.
It's not just the makeup, though, brother. It is the whole stage show. You guys are talented musicians, first and foremost.
Well, thank you very much. We try. It's a lot of work. Some of us are better than others as far as, how much, I always say it's muscle memory for me because, I just got to keep pounding it in my head. Because the thing is, we have to try to emulate them in a way of as far as moving around and being athletic, too, And that's the thing that's kind of difficult sometimes because, usually now the only time I ever make mistakes is if I'm worried about falling off the stage or jumping off over here or something, So
Or it seems like it's always a problem. We need to get a bass player with a long enough cord. Guitar cable. That is a problem.
Wow, listen to you.
Not only in KIST we had that problem as well. There's several videos online about that.
Well, it's just funny because, like, one time after a show, a girl came up to me who was very young, and she was just like, "You guys are posers."
You're kidding.
And I said, well, if we were not playing and singing, I might buy that, T-shirt, but we're playing and singing. And the thing is, the girl I was with at the time, she said, well, why would she say that? She paid money to see the show. And I said, well, I think she's young, and we're acting a certain way on stage like KISS would act, which is very, you're cock of the walk, you're a badass, you're up there throwing down. And so I think she thought that we thought we were all that. She didn't get that we were acting. So what I told her is I said, do you like
For
Johnny?
the record, I think I'm all that.
Well, at least
We
somebody
think you
does.
are too.
So I asked her if she likes Johnny Depp. And she said, well, yeah, but what's that got to do with anything? I said, well, I hate to tell you this, but he's not really a pirate. So next time you go to the movies, I want you to stand up and go, he's a poser.
Right.
I bet she sounded just that way, too.
The other Johnny.
The other Johnny.
The other Johnny. That's what we call him on movie night. We
The
call him
other
Johnny.
Now, what's the deal here? What's going on with you two?
With which two?
You and Johnny.
Oh. What's going on with that?
No,
Okay,
I'm
that
just
has
curious.
never
'Cause I
been
keep
answered.
looking right over there, and I don't want to be rude. So, for those at home listening, there's a young lady across the table from me,
There's this
and I'm seeing some
awkwardness now.
Oh, wow.
No, what do you mean awkward? You got some
it got
cleavage
silent
going
for
on
a
there.
second.
Sorry.
happened?
Have you seen her husband before you go any further?
No,
he's
I'll
like
shake his hand.
6'8".
I come in peace. I'm all right. I'll hold the camera.
I always come in peace, but I will leave in pieces if he
I think we
thinks
need
that
a round of shots over here.
Oh.
Mandy,
Hey, no offense. That was meant as a compliment.
it's
you
good.
know that.
Johnny's my brother.
Mandy
I
is
just like
my
giving her a hard
marketing director,
time.
and she's
We're
like my
family.
sister, and she pretty much runs JO Media today. So
She's awesome, by the way. Everybody
Okay,
should
next
know
topic.
that. Mandy does a great job. I just like messing with her.
Mandy
he
rocks.
does. He messes with me every time. And Johnny
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to mess with me back in the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
All I'm
Johnny met
saying
me the
is-
first time. He goes, you have nice feet. Will you be my
she's got
marketing
pretty
director?
feet. She does. I'm a foot guy, and she's got gorgeous feet.
It was probably the only
How did
time
you
you've
see
seen
your
her
feet?
dressed up like that.
No, a couple of times. And I had to tell her to quit.
See, that's why I was asking what's going on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. We're family around
Mandy's
here.
a great.
When we first met,
assistant.
when I first interviewed her for this position, she came and she was all dolled up, and for about the first 15 minutes, I was like, "Hey, girl," and then it was like, "Boom! Okay, this is a sister. This is not a hey, girl type person.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
not
yeah.
It's never gonna. Yeah, and I've
He
never.
calls me dude on the radio. I mean, it's all good. I'm one of the
Well, you do
dudes.
great work.
But I'm gonna tell
Thank
you, I'm
you.
gonna tell you, Michael. When she comes to a show and she's over there with her legs crossed and she's dangling the high heel, I have to tell her to stop. I
He
do,
does.
cause
And I
damn.
don't realize I do it. He's like, stop.
You're so full of
You're just
crap.
natural. Gotta love
Apparently,
it.
we need to get away from my fetishes now because this is a live show at Lena's Sugar
Fetish.
Shack on Brooksville, and we're gonna give us the address one more time, Tony.
5560 Brookville Road.
I'm not kidding. Her husband is very, very big. He's like 6'8".
6'10".
Jesus Christ.
Well,
6'10".
He's like a puppy dog.
You know that doesn't worry me because You think my wife? She's 5'4" and badass. So I'm sitting still right here.
Yeah, you know what Darren says? He goes, "Go ahead, let them have you. They'll send you home. They'll get tired of you."
Ah.
I don't think he means that though. But shout out to Darren, who never comes to our shows. But
Dan knows it.
Lena Sugar Shack, are you making it a music venue? Is that what you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Never even really thought about it.
Till now.
Yeah, you got an event going on tonight. You had one a couple of months ago, and it's extremely successful. You got a full parking lot right now.
Yeah, they're starting to roll in more too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, it would be cool. I think I talked to Tony, and we kind of thought maybe it would be cool if he got to the point where, once a month when the weather's conducive, to have like a bigger type event, so that, because people aren't going to come every weekend for a bigger event, but, make it so they kind of mark their calendar first Saturday of the month or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
like
of course, that's up
yeah.
to him, but,
well,
that might be something to think about.
Yeah, last year we had, I guess there was an organization, Bike Night Indy, and they had it downtown a couple years ago, and a guy approached me last year, and we had it the last Saturday of the month. And that went pretty good, but I guess he didn't want to do any more with the people he was working with. So that's when I decided to do bike nights every Saturday. And I went into it knowing there were going to be Saturdays that I was going to lose my ass, but I was going to make it, just to have it available. But we're getting more and more new people here, and my goal, like I said, is to. Well, I'd love to get to the point where I can pay somebody to do some of the stuff I do, because I don't sleep much. But I want to make sure that everybody has a good time, goes home safe, comes back the next day. So little by little, I am going to be improving things. Just like I said, I'd like to put a big old mini pavilion back there in the grass. And
This is great. No,
I know, Tony, when I was in here, you talked about putting that sign up over there for the parking.
Oh, yeah. I got a hold of. Well, I'm not going to mention any name, but one of my vendors gave them the dimensions of that sign, so they gave me a temporary banner, and I thought it was going to show up before today. Apparently not. So I got all these little white signs from, that office place that you purchase stuff. And,
there we go.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention
I
their name.
love it.
Hey, they're not paying for any of this. I'm not going to mention which office place.
Exactly.
I should have gone to them. Hey, I'll tell you, I bought my sign if you guys gave me some money.
You're a great marketing
and damn
person.
them. You're exactly
So,
right.
I didn't have to give you the shake, like, no, don't say
Right.
You know what's
Yeah.
going on.
So, hey, there's the number one thing in my life is my grandson. The wife's pretty close second. But the third thing, them little green things with the faces all over them, I'm not obsessed with them. I just like them, One day I'll be able to keep it. But everybody says, man, that son of a bitch is making a lot of money with 2 bars. I'm like, let me tell you something. You write the bills. Tell you what. It is hard work. A lot of people, like to judge and say,
Sure,
hey,
yeah.
they got money. Well, I see a lot of money come in, but, there's somebody on the other end of that line
Yeah.
you got to pass it to. So, I got to grab the strays every once in a while. Yeah, don't drop $1. I'll pick it up.
Everyone
I
who's
gotta
ever
keep
been in a bar thinks it would be great to own a bar. And
No,
it is,
yeah.
but you're going to work your butt off.
No, you do.
People don't
And-
realize how hard bartenders work, let alone bar owners.
Right. Well, and a lot of people, when they first get into this business, I've known a lot of people that bought bars, and they lost them quickly. And,
Yes.
when you first get in there, that's a lot of chunk of change. It's more money than you've ever seen. And, but you don't realize that you got all these bills to pay. And people forget, if they're uneducated about it, they forget, hey, a month from now, I got to pay federal taxes. I got to pay sales tax. And that's a big thing with any type of business. It just seems amplified since I've had a couple businesses in the bar business. Those taxes seem to go quickly, but and I would have never bought this had I not already been in the business.
Sure. Yeah.
But I already fell a couple times, stumbled, and
What
made
was-
my mistakes.
That's how you learn, though, right?
Yeah.
What was it about the Sugar Shack that made you go for it? You were already at the other place.
Well, the funny thing is years ago I stood at that bar, and like I said, I've been coming here for a while, and I haven't told too many people this, but one day I was sitting there, and for some reason it just felt like it was mine.
Oh, yes. I know
know?
exactly how that is.
And no big deal, but it's deja vu type of thing. And but when I was first offered by the previous owner, he says, "Hey, you ought to buy this. I just bought it back, and I think you ought to buy this." I said, "Yeah, I don't think so." He said, "Well, you ought to talk to me." So long story short, I talked to him, and he gave me an offer I felt I couldn't refuse.
Very nice.
And I walked out and told the wife. She says, "No, no, and no." I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to him anyway. So that was like on a Saturday, and at the end of January last year, it was like 78 degrees. We were out riding. So I went and met with him and came home that night. She goes, "How'd it go?" I said, "Well, I said, I was talking to him, and he asked me, he says, hey, you know how much money I've got? And I said, no. He said, do I know how much you got? I said, no. He said, well, when you were walking in my office, some guy asked me, he says, what are you talking to Tony for? He goes, oh. We kept on it down. He said, well, I want him to run my bike night. And the guy says, oh, good, because that guy ain't got no money. He said, what makes people think that? I said, well, I don't know. So I went home, and the wife's, kind of skeptical, and she says, well, how'd it go? So I told her that little story, and she goes, what? What's wrong with people? I said, I don't know, hon. So she walks out. She comes back. She goes, well, if you buy it, what are you going to name it? I said, Lena Sugar Shack, of course. She walked out, came back about 10 seconds later and says, go get it.
There you go.
But she's good that way. I mean, she doesn't like people to say negative things about her. Man.
That's perfect. I'm going to give a few quick shout-outs to Carrie, Corrine, Sherry, Nikki, Amanda, January, Sean, Michelle, and Allison, who are all listening to the show and making some comments. We don't have time for all of them, but thanks for listening,
All
guys.
the ladies.
The ladies,
The ladies
love KIST.
love Johnny.
To all of us guys
Ladies
up
love
here, I don't know.
Johnny. Yeah. This is like a sausage fest right here, except for you.
Thanks, ladies, for tuning in and not making me feel left out.
Right.
Yes, thanks, ladies.
I'm very excited about the Sugar Shack and the show tonight. Anything special that we've got going on, Michael, tonight, other than...
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I mean,
Him and me right
Yeah,
here.
the whole-
Are you kidding me? No.
Well, the host is pretty special, too.
Yes,
No, we changed up the set list a little bit because we didn't want to do the same exact set, so we're going
That's
to
where I
throw a
was
couple
going.
things in there.
Yeah.
Start off the show a little differently and what have you, and maybe a few more effects and everything since the big man here came off a little extra cash for us, so that was nice. And I always tell people, I'd rather, like say instead of put the $100 in my pocket, blow up some stuff on stage. So,
Right.
I mean, it's a KISS show, man. You got to,
absolutely.
you just don't go up there with little, poppers or whatever, So
No sparklers?
no sparklers.
No sparklers.
No sparklers. Sorry about that. But, and we hope that, I think what's going to be nice is the sound system that we've got rolled in here today seems to be very nice. So I think we've
Sure.
got dialed in at sound check real good, and that's always a big thing, too. Sometimes the outdoor venues are difficult, to set up, but Victor is doing a great job. So good job, Tony.
Hey.
Once again.
Hey,
Once again,
I
man.
tried.
Yeah, but so it's good because it'd be nice to have a person that regularly does it here for you
Right,
when you have these
right.
bigger
Yeah,
events. And
yeah.
he seems on it. He was real cool to work with, and that makes our life real easy because without the sound guy being good, man, it doesn't matter how good the band is. So.
Right. Hey, I do want to shout out to all, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for all these dedicated customers that come in here all the time
Right.
and do like the place and keep coming back. That's the most important thing. You can't have a business like this without customers, and they are the reason I'm in business, and I try to listen to them and whether it's offering food or certain things with certain events or whatever, I know I can't please everybody. But on the same token, some of them don't realize what some of these requests cost.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, without the customers, and but that's what I try to do is keep this enjoyable enough for people to keep coming back again and again.
Very nice. Let's talk about the staff here at Sugar Shack.
Oh, I've got a great staff. They've been here since before I was here.
Right.
Well, except for the cooks. We've gone through a few cooks, but I learned that's something in the business too. You go through cooks. But
The bartenders are the front line. They're the ones that keep people coming in and deal with everybody.
Oh yeah, well I've got Nan. She cooks and bartends. So whenever we do have that cook problem, she always steps up to the plate, and she's pretty dedicated. I got Mindy. She's been here since before. She was a returning person from a couple owners, and she was here when I bought the place. And
Right.
And she's a little marketing fool. She tries to market everywhere she goes. And that's always a plus. And then we've got Jules.
Whoop, whoop. I got to give her a
Jules.
shout out. I love Jules.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Like I said, she works at both my places. Mindy did last year a little bit, but then I needed her here more, and I had a full staff. But it's always good to, when you own two places, they're only 10 miles apart, so it's always good to have a good staff that you can be versatile with. And
Sure, yeah.
send from one place to the other. But got to give credit to the wife, too. She runs her little ass off
You better give
every
credit to her
day,
She works her
So-
butt off.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
her brand, right?
Well, when I did this, she says, "Hey, I just put my notice in at work." I went, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" I said, "You've been there for 24 years." She goes, yeah, but, you get to quit your job whenever you want for that pizza shop. I'm like, well, yeah, but, that's different. I can go back anywhere I want.
Absolutely.
I can sign a book and go out to
an
work.
Audi, pick an Audi.
She ran a dental
somewhere?
office for all those years.
Oh, okay.
I said, they just ain't picking you, paying the money they're paying you. Yeah, but you said you needed my help. I'm like, yeah, I meant like on your day off. So now she has all those days off. And but no, she got a big lesson. I mean, she helped me a little bit with the other place, but she really got an eye opener on what it takes to run this. And she's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, she's.
Well,
she's
a
running
master
her better.
electrician can pick up an outage somewhere or shut down and go in and make a couple $1,000
Oh,
in
yeah.
a couple of days. And
Well, that's the funny thing is, the old guy told me, he said, these, in about 10, 15 years, you're going to be able to name your price. These young guys aren't getting in the trades. And they're not. They're not. I mean, right now, the only reason I went back to work, a buddy called me and said, hey, I can't get electricians. There's so much work out there. Electricians, it's a walkthrough on the books, and there's so much work. And you go, put it this way, I'm 50 years old. And I was pulling that big cable I showed you earlier, and I was the youngest guy on that crew because to get the retirees, there's so much work, and these young guys are not getting out there, and it's a good trade. I mean, it's a good income, but yeah, it's working out here though. I mean,
Mandy, how come I'm never the oldest guy in the room, and I've always looked the oldest with this hair color? Why is that?
But you're so handsome with that hair color.
I
I know lots of men that are very jealous of your hair. My husband being one of them. So.
Your husband is jealous of my hair?
He really is jealous of your hair. He wants your
oh,
hair.
so are you saying you're younger than me, Johnny?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 years, but 3 years. 3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm younger than all of you at this table.
Okay, I lied. I'm only
Maybe?
40.
No, I don't know. We do have a question, though, for the guys from KIST, real quick. Sean Walters from the band Red Remains wants to know, what about KIST made you guys want to be a tribute band to them?
Oh, man. We get asked that all the time and never come up with a good answer for it.
Of course.
I'm going to give it a shot.
And then I'm going to give it a shot. It's A and B, part A. Go ahead there, Matt.
If I'm ever going to be in a tribute band, I want to do an iconic band like KISS. I've been a KISS fan. I had older brothers raise me up on it. So, that's why I do it.
And part B.
Part B.
Well, I always tell people if I was going to why don't you have your own band, like do original stuff? And I said, well, if I did, I would want it to be theatrical because part of what I like about this is the whole theatrics of it. I mean, all the prop design, the pyrotechnical design, all that stuff. I do all that stuff, and I just totally dig that. So if I did that, they'd go, well, you're just copying off KISS. So I just said, hey, okay, I'm just going to admit that from the start.
There you go.
So there's no question.
Right.
I want to go ahead and talk about Sean since he just chimed in there. Red Remains is a phenomenal band. That is the latest episode on Brother Beercast this week. Definitely check that out. I think they would be a great opener for you guys in a show in the near future.
They're pretty awesome guys.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Right around Halloween.
A cutie, that would work. A cutie with a perfect pitch is the lead singer. The drummer, Sean, is very, very sound, very tough. Great band.
Oh, cool.
Love the guys to death. Red Remains. Definitely check them out.
Well, talk to the people out there that are, venue owners so they can have a great show. And
Well, hopefully there's several listening right now.
that's what I'm saying.
I know one's listening for sure right now.
That's right.
Oh, this guy.
Maybe.
Red Remains.
There
But
they
tell
are.
Sean thanks for the cue. Can you do that,
You
Mandy?
can just tell him right now he's listening.
Oh, come on. That's not really,
just-
is it?
Yeah, he
this is
really
all
is.
fake. Come
Yeah,
on.
he-
It's like
No, we don't do that.
No, he just
we
sent
don't
a
do
text.
that. No.
Oh, actually,
I'm just kidding.
I have another question from one of our sales team members
Very cool.
that isn't here right now. Melinda wants to know, what's your favorite song to cover? And then not only that, but what is the crowd favorite?
There you go.
Oh, as far as the Gene songs, I can tell you, I Love It Loud.
That is one of my favorites.
The crowd loves to sing it back to us.
I like She a lot, which is a little bit more obscure, but it's a real rockin' tune. It's a really early KISS, and it's just, of course, it's about a girl. Hard to figure that one
Aren't
out.
they all?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's either about, love or girls or whatever you want to
Arguing.
call it, girl parts, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they sung about a dude.
Nah. And again, not that there's anything wrong with that because, we don't want to.
We don't judge here.
That's right.
on
That's
live
right.
phone.
Everybody's
Judgment.
welcome.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah.
a KISS song that you guys do that you're tired of doing?
Yeah.
Now, you can be honest with me.
No, I mean, I got to be honest, man. I mean, people always ask me because, myself, the band's been going for this is going into the 18th year now, and I can honestly say, man, it's just as fun today, if not more, than it ever was in the beginning. So it's just cool, man. The whole thing is, you get suited up, so to speak, when you go back and isolate yourself, putting on the makeup and the costume, and you get into
Sure.
character, and then and it's kind of cool because I think people buy the fantasy thing of the character,
Absolutely, we do. Yeah.
It's obviously what made them, who they are. So,
So the makeup goes on, and the character kind of falls in with it. You're in a different realm.
well, it's just nice because you kind of zone out. Because back when I was younger, I was an athlete and played football and so forth, and it was kind of like you get kind of that saying, guys that play football know what I'm talking
Sure.
about. You get suited up and you isolate yourself and think about what you're going to go out there and do. So like when I used to play football, I was like telling the guys on the team, because I was the quarterback, I'd say, hey man, let's go out there and not just win, let's just crush these guys and make it so that they want to sell or pawn their football helmet and shoulder pads on Monday.
It's funny when we're all doing our makeup, all four of us in the same room. You can tell everybody's just in focus because we're all putting our makeup on and nobody's saying a word. Everybody just, it's like you can hear a pin drop.
Sure.
Besides the occasional, oh shit, no.
Yeah. Who stole my black makeup?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Damn
guys,
it, I forgot the white.
you guys doing your own makeup, or is there someone
Yeah,
that helps
no.
you with
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
We do our own.
You pretty much have to do it yourself, really.
Well, it's pretty cool they do each other. No,
How sweet.
Hey, where's the hook?
How sweet.
That is so romantic. Okay.
You know what? I have to say that I'm glad they said that they've been doing this for 18 years because what's funny is my dad, literally, I told him I was coming here tonight. He's like, I saw them like 8 years ago. And I was like, you can't come with me. Like, he's like, but I want to go.
So he's not coming now, or what?
No, I'm not babysitting him tonight.
oh my God, he could have Ubered home.
Yes, he
Yeah.
could've.
Oh, that would have been scary. I would
I'd
have
like,
been
I'd
mad
like
for
for
the
him
Uber
to
driver.
buy a beer.
You just turned a
Or
customer
food.
down away from this
He
man.
can't.
You
he
did.
Can't, my dad can't drink, so in all fairness, he can't drink.
We have food.
I will drink one for him. I
He
promise.
will eat though. That's
Chuck,
for
I will
sure.
drink a beer for you. Whose makeup takes the longest in the band?
Well, everybody says theirs does, but it's all about an hour.
Yeah, I mean, to do it right, I mean, KISS still takes an hour and a half for makeup and costume. And that's what we like to have when we do it, just because, you want it to be right and, at the same point, not be jacked up. I mean, we've had a few times where we've gotten ready in a half hour, and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
Because then you got to go out there and perform, so.
Do you guys always do it on site, or do you ever do it like in a hotel room
Yeah,
somewhere and
most
drive to the show?
Yeah, most of the
in
time it's
makeup?
at the hotel room.
A lot of times we get, we'll do it at the hotel and we'll get a driver to drive us to the venue and then take us back to the hotel after the show.
So do you look at everybody that you pass by on the road?
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. And
guys.
they're like, look at it.
Yeah.
Come to the show. And a lot of times they come to the show.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
by seeing us.
Well,
Right.
I can tell you right now, when Gene Simmons gets in costume here, he's walking around. Yeah, he is Gene Simmons.
yeah.
He's
in character.
definitely
I haven't
doing-
seen it live like I'm about to, but I've
That's
seen
right.
the videos
That's right.
of it. So.
Very cool.
Good times.
Yeah, we actually sometimes we kind of get a little goofy, and a few times it's been really neat. Like we did a show a couple of years ago at the Rushville Amphitheater out there, and those people were real great. It's a nice venue there, and we asked for the fire department wanted to be on site because of the pyrotechnics, and I said, well, I wanted to make it look like we're all together and not at odds with one another. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, can the fire truck come and pick us up and take us to the stage? And so they did. And it was hilarious because we're in this fire truck and they had the lights and sirens going, and the two guys in the fire truck, they both had real short hair. And again, not that there's anything wrong with that, but they had the KISS makeup on. It looks kind of goofy with somebody with short hair. And so then we passed a police officer as we're going in, and the police officer looked up, and these two guys were driving the fire truck with KISS makeup on, with KISS in the back, and the police officer just kind of looked up like, oh, you big dummies, That's all you got to do here is that, So it was pretty cool. And then we were back in a couple of police cars on July 4th. We did a show in Martin, Kentucky, and Matt
I
here
might
and
have the
myself.
picture of that.
We were sitting in they took us to the stage in police cars, but we couldn't get to the stage secretly. So I said, well, let's just make it look like we want to be seen. So they took us in two police cars, and had the lights going and the sirens going and everything. I was kind of hoping that would be my first and only trip in one of those.
Oh, so you were in the back of the car.
We were actually in the
Front
back of
seat
the
or
car.
back seat?
So you were hoping, huh?
He said, yeah, let's say he's hoping.
Yeah.
Is there one show that stands out as the worst for you guys?
The worst?
No show is bad. I mean, we try to play our best every show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
we pick we pick on ourselves pretty heavily. I mean, I watch a videotape and I just like, I'm like, oh god, because I just pick myself apart, But
Yeah.
you got to watch it at least once to try to get better, but I really don't like doing
See,
that.
I'm the same way. When I'm editing these shows,
Yeah.
I cannot stand the
See,
sound of my own voice.
Yeah, it's hard,
and I've
right?
got to hear
Yeah.
it like a
Yeah.
lot. And so I do a lot of drinking, Michael.
There we go. Well,
I
see,
do.
back to Johnny Depp. He doesn't watch his own movies that he makes. See, so
The other Johnny.
the other Johnny, yeah. The not so good looking one.
The pirate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, that was through Mandy. It wasn't actually me. Yeah.
That's
I
okay. I'll
paid
take
him to
it.
say that.
I'll take it either way. I'll take it either way.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I'll probably listen to this thing. Hey,
Okay.
who's that guy
No.
talking?
No, I didn't mean it by that.
I was going to say, Johnny. I mean,
didn't
there's
say
nothing
it.
wrong with that, but, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to shut up now. I can't shut up. 9 o'clock is when you guys are going live. You still have time to get here. It's Lena's Sugar Shack at
5560 Brookville Road.
Brookfield Road. You do not need a motorcycle, and you need to come down here and hang out with these cool-ass dudes. It's not a biker bar. I'm sitting here in the middle of it. You guys know I'm not a biker. You listen to me. You know me.
I'm not
Come
a
on.
biker.
Yeah,
And
that
they
pink
love me
shirt
here.
gives you away.
Yeah,
I love my pink shirt. I can rock the pink
Well,
shirt.
the big thing that this place is set up to, it's easy for people who ride motorcycles to come in and park, right front and center. You don't have to park in the back 40 and worry about your bike. That's what this place is set up for, So it makes it easy for people with motorcycles to hang out on the porch. It's a covered porch and see their vehicle, but you don't need a bike to be here. That's why we got all the other
I'm going
parking.
to tell you what, a Lincoln gets you here just as good. And I can park in the parking lot behind us here for tonight, and we're doing good.
Oh, yeah.
It works
But see,
perfect.
and in the winter when you don't have a bike, this porch wraps all the way around. Of course, the covered porch goes about 3/4, but in the winter, we block in that porch and heat it. 'Cause
Apparently.
the building's actually small, but that way people can still sit out on the porch and
Well, the building is small, but it kind of flows great, doesn't it?
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem as small. I'm sitting in the corner of Lena's Sugar Shack, and it seems like it's open right now.
Oh yeah.
And we have a crowd not only inside the building, but outside in the parking lot and on the front porch.
Oh yeah.
Mandy,
So-
go right ahead. Mandy's over there laughing, so somebody's talking about
I
him.
am.
Like
So,
Johnny said,
so
get
our
here.
good friend Rocky, Preston's wife, is
Rocky
talking
Nash.
to us. Rocky Nash,
I'm
man.
kidding.
She
Hello,
said,
Rocky.
Hey, Rocky. So she said she wonders what the repair guy thought when she walked into their laundry room today and saw Preston's KISS outfit hanging down. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you can see that picture. But they had repair people there with his outfit hanging in the middle of the laundry room. So
They just charged more.
Well, see, I sent her a friend request, and I'm still waiting on Rocky
Oh,
to.
you're going to have
Rocky,
to wait.
you're getting called
Yeah.
out.
Rocky has
No, I'm
5,000
just saying.
friends, and every time she gets a friend request from somebody she wants to be friends with, she has to delete somebody else.
How
So,
hard would it be to delete somebody for me? Come
you're
on
going to
now.
have to talk to Rocky about that. I don't know.
you're going to have to take that up with her. She's the woman, man.
I know. I
It took her
We
about
love you,
6
Rocky.
months, and I do a lot of work with Sam Ash, and it took me about 6 months to get on her friends list.
Oh,
So
You're
did
not
you hear
Dan.
that? It took me like 2 minutes.
You're not Dan.
God, I hate my life right
Oh,
now.
it
Sam
took me
Ash,
like
let's
2
go ahead and give a
minutes.
shout out to a couple of sponsors. Sam Ash is a sponsor of JL Media today. For all your music needs, recording, studio, or live play, check out Sam Ash. Go in there and talk to Jamie or Ryan. Tell them that Johnny from JL Media today sent you. You get 15% off the top.
And congratulations to Jamie, by the way, because not only is he engaged, but I just found out they set their wedding date today. So congratulations from JL Media, Jamie.
Does he need a pallbearer? I mean, oh wait, that's a different thing, isn't it? That's a different
We
thing.
love you, Heather. You're the best.
I also want to give a shout out to Pabst Blue Ribbon as a sponsor of JL Media. Michael, they started out with Brother Beer Cast. They were a sponsor for a couple of years, and they loved everything we were doing on their other shows. So they doubled down on us, and Pabst Blue Ribbon is now a sponsor of all the shows under JL Media.
Very cool.
today.
Very cool.
And a brand new sponsor just coming on board September 1st, Travel Agent Suze. So if you need to go on vacation somewhere, you want to make some memories, this lady will take you. Not only send you to the right place, not only give you a great deal, she will actually go with you just to take pictures and film the stuff. And she's amazing, man.
Wow. Is she hot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's helpful.
There you go.
Yeah. She is amazingly hot. Anyway,
He said she would take me.
I probably shouldn't say that because she is married, but
Well, that's okay. You know,
on
we're not asking her to get divorced.
right. Oh, the
You're
rock.
just asking for a weekend.
No, it's a rock star. He wants about
I know.
45 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
If
that's
that includes cuddling time. So back to Lena's Sugar Shack before Tony has a fit with me over here. The PBR is flowing, as you can tell. Starting to slur my words, so it is doing its job. What else can we talk about with the shack, Tony?
Well, if you haven't experienced, I think you ought to put it on your bucket list.
There you go.
Your bucket list for tonight.
People come out,
Yeah,
man.
come to
It's a
tonight.
great time,
Mark
man.
it off your
Yeah.
bucket list
Tony
tonight.
and Lena are great
yeah.
owners. They're great people, a good time. And like I said, it's a very cool
Thank you.
environment. I mean, I was really amazed with all the people here and all the liquor that was being consumed. And I didn't see anybody just smile on their face having a great time. And that's really cool.
Yeah, and that's the way it is most of the time, and I'm happy for that. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Well, that's what your goal is.
But
obviously.
yeah. I mean, I you know, when I first bought it, you know, I mean, I was known by a lot of these people, and you know, and those who didn't got to know me a little bit. But
Right.
But you know, I am a businessman, and I do, you know, I have rules, and you know, the first thing I said was, you know, family, friend, or foe, you throw, you go. You know, so nobody wants to be thrown out any place, and that I stuck to it. You know, I mean, even a little. In the beginning, a couple of arguments, like I said, nothing major.
Right.
But you know, I had to set my precedents, and the first 2 out of 3 happened to be friends of mine. I said, "Hey, you're done for 30 days." And everybody saw that, and they knew I was serious. So
Yeah.
I think that set a good precedence that you know, people can go there, feel comfortable, and not worry about anything because I'm going to take care of it.
Well, that's what you
know?
want, man. Because
Yeah,
you want to have
yeah.
a good time. You don't want to.
Yeah, and I think that reputation. Oh, there's Bill Medlock came in.
There he is.
Bill, right? So, but yeah, I mean, and I think a lot of people are getting to the point where they don't have to worry about anything.
Well, see, that's what's nice about having the big event. Maybe you know, is that you might get somebody here that otherwise wouldn't be coming here. You know, and that's what you really want to
Right,
do is
right.
get people to say, "Hey, you know, let's give this a try," and then they expose to your place, and then they tell other people. So that's what it's all about.
Right.
So it's very cool. Hey, listen, Johnny, can we be excused?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a rock show to put on tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Thanks for having us
Thanks
on.
for sitting in with us. And
Awesome.
gotta
Thanks
tell
for
you
having us.
guys, we love KIST.
Well, appreciate it. I'm glad you're going to stay and have a good time, you know. And I want to see you up front there with that pink shirt on.
We
boy.
would, dude, I'm gonna flash you my boo-boos too.
Tonight,
Nah, you won't
9
be able to
o'clock,
see my
Sugar
feet,
Shack.
though, luckily for me, right? Take care, guys. Thanks, everybody. Man,
It is Lena's Sugar Shack, and KIST is going on live at 9 o'clock.
Hey,
Hey.
But we've got
we-
bands.
maybe we
can
ought
go
to
to.
call Bill over and have him sit
Let's
in.
bring Bill over here as well.
Hey, Bill.
Bill Medlock, I'm live on the air right now. You need to sit down with us, brother. He's going to act like he's not a rock
He
star
looks
right
at us.
now.
He's like, "What? Who are those people yelling my name? They're yelling my name, and I'm not really sure why."
Oh yeah.
Oh, he knows why.
And I remember earlier I said, "Hey, don't put me on the spot, right?" No, damn,
Absolutely.
We could put somebody else on the spot.
Absolutely. Hey, brother.
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
hey, how's it going?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
How many flipping bands are you in?
I'm just in one band.
Just one band right now?
Well, right now.
Right now.
It's called the Blues Mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
now give us a
And they're
lineup.
good. Bill's one of my regulars.
Give us a lineup for the Blues Mission right now, because I know it's changed over the years.
Well, yeah, that is true. It's probably one of the largest blues bands in Indianapolis if you count the head count over the years. But tonight will be Rick Gray Wolf on
Oh,
harmonica
yes.
and lead vocals. Mr. Smokin' Dave Wyatt will be on bass guitar. And on drums, sitting in with us for the first time is Mr. Charlie Bouchard.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. What about out front? Who's singing tonight?
That'll be Rick Gray on lead vocals and harmonica.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. You're going to fronting for KIST. You're opening up for a KIST tribute band.
We are very excited, too, let me tell you.
It's going
very,
be great.
very excited.
Have you ever seen them perform?
No, actually, I have not.
No, he was
Oh,
camping
you're in
last
for
I
a
was
time.
treat.
camping last time, and I was catching fish for the wife.
How,
Oh,
did,
yeah.
how did that go?
Probably not as good as maybe if we'd have stayed in town and watched this show, but I did catch some fish. We did have a few fillets for dinner that night. But
Tony, I'm about to be extremely unprofessional here because I've been drinking PBR day and I got to go to the bathroom. So Manny is going to take over. And yeah,
This is not the first time.
I got to.
I had a pen and paper here. You could have just written it down and
This is
showed
like
me,
my,
right?
it's like my fifth beer since I've been
Yeah.
here, and I had 3
No, yeah,
more
go
beers.
ahead. Hey,
We need
So,
to get one of those old man portable things.
Yeah,
Right.
they have those little.
I'm gonna turn his
Right.
mic off when I
Cups.
turn mine off too. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Right.
Manny, do your thing.
So, guys, now that Johnny's in the bathroom, we can talk all about him. So,
all right.
All right. So, tell us more about your band and fronting tonight. We're for KIST. Like, how'd you get involved? And
Well, actually, I ride a lot. My wife and I ride a lot, and we come in here fairly often. And we kind of got hooked on the Thursday night bike night, and from there we made a play to Tony. We'd like to play here, and Tony booked us, and the rest is the long story. We've been playing here ever since.
Oh yeah, and Bill's he's one of a couple bands that play here a lot. That if something falls through or I need somebody, Bill's come through many times. Because I've things happen. One band, I think one night I had him call. I think the other band, their shoulder broke. One guy broke his shoulder or something.
Yeah,
I said,
I do
hey,
remember that. Yeah.
Hey, I need a fill-in.
I do remember that.
And and
I think it was in 2 days' notice or something.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
days
yeah.
Notice, and
Yep.
We threw it together.
Yeah, so
That's
but
awesome.
you've got different people in your band tonight.
Yes, the bass player, the drummer, you've never seen
Okay,
with us,
okay.
but the bass player is actually he used to play with us quite a bit several years ago. However, in the meantime, he's been playing a lot with Gordon Bonham's band around Indianapolis, and Gordon's a very well known blues artist here in Indianapolis. But as it is, we're lucky to have Dave
now,
tonight.
you mentioned before, and I probably shouldn't do this on the air. Your bass player, someone wanted to put a donation out there for.
Yes, that's Dave was making a plea on Facebook, and I saw his offer or his plea to for everyone to kind of step up and donate to the American Red Cross for these poor people down in Texas, and so I was inspired to contact him because we knew that we were going to be playing here for the 1 hour before the KIST special. So I reached out to Dave, and Dave was very happy to accept, and he's bringing along one of his better friends on drums, Charlie Busher. So it should be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it too because I've never played with Charlie, so it should be fun.
Awesome. Very cool.
Good deal. Good deal.
And I am back with a quick shout out to Laura, Jessica, Tori, Herb, Dennis, and Nikki Fowler. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for listening. Do you know a Michael Landon?
Yeah, he was on Little House on the Prairie.
I knew the name sounded
He had
familiar.
a couple of shows.
Was that him? Was that-
Highway to
that was
Heaven.
that was
Highway to
Michael.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah, that too.
Michael Landon just said he is can't wait to see you again. So apparently he's
So
It's
give
a
him a
friend of
shout
yours.
out.
It's a friend of yours, Bill.
Okay.
it's someone that's seen you play at least. So
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
That's one of those. He'll walk up, you'll know him immediately.
oh, absolutely, he's a phenomenal musician. I've seen him several times. Him and I've been in the room a couple of dozen times, and I don't think we've ever really bonded like we should, Bill.
I know that I should, but I sometimes I get so keyed up before I play, and a lot of people that know me well and have played with us, they know that sometimes I get a little edgy and I get a little edgy before I play.
Are you
so-
edgy now? I mean, are you getting ready to go on tonight?
No, not really.
Well, you shouldn't be nervous.
Strangely, pretty calm this afternoon.
That's your home bar.
good.
It's you're
Yeah.
a regular. So
Yeah,
yeah,
You're at home.
amongst friends, brothers. What we're saying here,
I can't wait.
right here at Lena's Sugar Shack at
5560 Brookville Road, right
you-
across from the old Navistar factory. Just 4 miles.
You have the voice for this.
he
I
does.
do?
You do have.
I
the
don't
voice
know
for
what I
Yeah.
this.
sound like.
Believe me, much better than my voice. Much better than my voice.
Well, I don't know what it sounds like. I guess I'm going to find out when you give me
it's
the
excellent.
recording, right?
It's excellent. You do.
You'll love
you
it.
have,
You think?
have great voice.
But this is not the only venue.
I might be
so-
looking for another job.
Dude, I'll
Hey,
take
I don't
you
have
on.
enough the way it is.
I'll take you
Add
on.
something else.
This is not the only job. Though. Tell us about the other venues one more time.
Okay, I've got Why Not Pizza and Lounge out in New Palestine. It's on the east end of town, on the south side of the road. You park in the rear. It's basically a pizza shop with a full-service bar. Family dining on one side, bar separated with a wall and a door. Then 10 miles east of there, here at Lena's Sugar Shack, 5560 Brookville Road. Both places are open 365 days a year. Come out and have some good food. We have pizza at both places. It's the same pizza. And I'm going to be, remodeling both places a little bit, make it more comfortable for everybody. But Rome wasn't built in a day. So.
No, it wasn't. Now the tacos you have on Tuesday. Here.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I just keep skipping over that
No,
on my
that's
list.
quite.
don't I?
Is that like an everyday thing? Do you always?
No,
have them?
no, we only do tacos on Tuesday, and it's
Tuesday.
fully loaded. Yeah, Go figure, right? Nobody has Taco Tuesday, right?
But you got the
No,
best
the
one,
best.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's it. Loaded tacos
You
for
got the
$1.
best one.
We also got
You'd be
dollar
amazed at how many,
margaritas.
wait, you'd be amazed at how many people don't do Taco Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, that's sad too.
I know. They keep wanting me to do it out at the pizza shop. Maybe that's something I ought to do there, too.
Taco
You
pizza.
could do taco pizza.
We
yeah,
do
I'm
do
thinking
taco
See?
pizza.
On
taco-
Tuesdays.
Oh, we got
You could run a
specialties.
special,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Hey, good. Hey, good point.
That's why we
You got
bring
a great
Mandy.
marketing team
Yeah.
right here.
That's right. You know, I mean, hey, that's why I used to write everything down. See this little notepad? I try to make a list, and I got like 20 of them. Hey, where's my? Well, can't find my list. I'll start a new one. 10 days later, look, you got instead of 20 items, you got 60.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've got taco pizzas. But yeah, Taco Tuesday, dollar margaritas here at the Shack on Tuesdays. Loaded tacos, doesn't cost you any extra. Of course, we have daily specials on the food. We've got a text club that we send out our daily lunch specials to. If I can see the sign, I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you text 36,000. Text to 36,000, and in the message box you put.
36,000.
I think you put
There
sugar.
you go. There you go.
No, that's the why not. 36,000 and why not in the message for the why not pizza, and I think it's.
That is
Boy, that's real-
Y-N-O-T.
Yeah,
Can
that,
we-
that's why not is Tony backwards. by
Yeah, I
the
was
way,
just
if you
going to
didn't know
say,
that.
let's talk about that. Tony backwards. How creative is
So
that?
is like Tony backwards a lot? Is that? He is shouting across the bar to his staff to make sure
To my customers, anybody will listen, really.
nobody's listening. Tony, everybody's doing their own thing.
Everybody's having a good time. They're ready for this KISS show. They're
Yeah.
letting the PBR flow, and they're getting ready for. They're,
Okay, we got it. 36,000 to 36,000, and in the message box put sugar,
There you
and then
go.
that'll get our daily. I send out text messages, upcoming events,
Uh-huh.
things like that. So that's a good marketing tool for anybody who wants to do that.
Absolutely. Now you do it to the why not as well as
Yes,
sugar.
yes.
Okay. So they can either put sugar or why not.
Yeah,
Tony
well,
backwards.
and it's free to join. You can get up to a text today. Right now, my Why Not customers are feeling neglected. I've been putting more out for the Shack, but we don't open until 2:30 at the Why Not right now. So no lunch special.
Well,
but,
KISS
but
didn't play
still.
in the why not tonight. So
No, they didn't.
No, we're at
They-
the Shack,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, we're at the Shack.
But we can
Absolutely.
always make our way down the street.
Oh
10
yeah,
miles.
yeah. I just if people
Yeah.
are listening that
I'm kind of wanting.
I do
pizza
know
now.
there's some people who listen to your show that go to the Why Not. I want everybody to know they think I'm neglected. No, I'm still building. I've had Why Not 15 years and may not be there as much as I was, but I will be. I mean, you got to concentrate on one thing at a time, and hopefully, like I said, if I get these things rolling, I'll make enough money, give somebody else a job to do some of the things I can, so I can go back and forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our future goal is to get the Why Not Shack wagon, a little short bus.
Oh, we're gonna mow. Bill's gonna ease out now because Bill is stressed about the show. And
No, I gotta get tuned up.
okay. I
Oh,
thought,
right
well,
on.
there's that too. That's
You know,
important.
that sounds much more cooler than you having to go to the bathroom. So very nice job, buddy. He is professional over here. Bill, thanks for sitting in, brother.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Dude, you're gonna have a good show tonight.
Oh, I
Blues Mission.
I know. Yeah.
This is a talented individual walking out the door right now.
Oh
So,
yeah, no. Bill's awesome. I mean, he's like I said, he's come through for me a lot of times.
Very
so,
cool. Very cool.
But yeah,
So, is there anything else we need to talk about? Any parting words that we need to bestow upon our listeners about Tony and the Sugar Shack and why not? And
well, as far as the Shack goes, come out. What they say, get shacked. Wear black to the Shack. It just rhymes. But you can wear whatever.
It's a
color
good thing
you
we
want.
all wore black today then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we did.
another persona on the biker thing.
Right.
But yeah, wear whatever color you want. I mean, if you wear a black shirt, doesn't mean your bike's black, right? So anyway, just come out and see us. It's a great time. If you're going through New Pal, they say I'm not going to disagree with them. They say it's the best pizza in Hancock County. So stop out there and have a beer, drink, pizza.
well, let's go with that. Best pizza in New Pal. How about
There
that?
you go.
Hancock County.
Right on.
His name is Tony. He owns the Sugar Shack, and Lena let him say that. So,
That's right. Yeah.
brother, KISS is playing at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Guys, you
Pumped.
still have time to get here. One more time with the address, Tony, before we get out of here.
5560 Brookville Road, and parking for the show is just north. Turn on there's signs out there. The Marine Post just north of us. Park in their parking lot. Walk through the gate.
Absolutely, absolutely. And until next time, this is Johnny
And Mandy.
and
And Dan.
Tony. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank
today,
you.
brother.